The guys, when they approached me, I noticed they kept coming, like they were quicker, coming closer and closer, faster and faster. Right? All of a sudden they rushed upon me, and I was like, oh my god, what's happening? It's 5 in the morning. I literally just woke up, and the idea came to my mind, why not do a story time? Because I kind of dreamt about something that happened to me a couple of years ago, and I figured, you know what, let me give you guys a story time. Yeah, so excuse my morning face. I literally just woke up from the bed and decided, let me do this. Yeah, Tay's asleep in the background, so I need to kind of be a little quiet, but yeah, let's do this. So, a couple of years ago, right? I Let me give you guys a backstory first. I had a hairstylist previously, and the day I wanted my hair to be done for me to travel, she was not available. So I decided, you know what, let me try to get another hairstylist because I really need my hair to be done, right? I can't remember how I sourced that particular girl to do my hair. I can't remember if it was a recommendation or something of that sort, but I found out about her and they told me that she braided properly, and I had to leave for the UK in like I think a week or two or something like that. It was a week. I had to leave for the UK in a week, and I wanted my hair done on that certain day so that I could have time to do other stuff that I needed to do because my schedule apparently was packed at, how old was I then? I think I was like 18, right? So I spoke to the girl and she agreed, you know what, I will do your hair, um, come to my house, I will get it done, etc. Right? Okay. Now, I said no problem. I went to her house, I got my hair done. While getting my hair done, she's asking me a whole bunch of questions. Now, I had this particular gold chain around my neck that I got from my boyfriend at the time, and she kept asking, you're walking around with this chain, aren't you afraid somebody snatches or something? I told her, nah, I'm not really worried because my boyfriend at the time told me that if anybody attacks you for your necklace, you might as well just give it to them because I can get you another one. That's what he told me, but that was the biggest mistake. I shouldn't have said that, right? And at that time, I had the brand new Samsung and whatnot because he gave it to me as well. And she asked about the phone the same way, and I pretty much said, I'm not worried. Like, if somebody snatches it, I can get another one. That's life, right? So the day went on. I didn't really find her questions to be fishy. I just figured she was just having conversation because you started a hairstylist hours, they ask questions. So fast forward, my hair is braided. A month goes by, right? I needed to get my hair braided again. I figured I had a good experience with this young lady, so let me just do it with her again instead of trying to approach my actual hairstylist who is busy at work. I got the braids and stuff. I messaged her. I kept speaking to her over and over because this time around I wasn't going to be dropped off at a house. I was going to take bus and get myself there because everybody was not available. I kept messaging her. I got the braids. I told her that I was gonna make my way to her house. She told me there's no need to take bus or whatnot. I live so close to the city area, so you might as well just take a short walk up. I told her, okay, sure, no problem, but I'm gonna keep in touch with you just in case so you know where I am, etc. So when I was leaving Castries, I told her I was leaving Castries to walk up. I walked up. It was just a short walk. By the time I got to, like every couple seconds, she kept messaging me asking me, where are you, are you okay, etc, etc. I kept responding, figuring, oh, she genuinely, oh, we woke up tea. I kept responding, figuring, oh, she genuinely cares. So yeah, I took nothing for it. By the time I got, like, I was literally like 5 minutes from her home, she messaged again, where are you now, etc. I told her I'm really close, I'm almost there, I'm near the step. Now there's a particular step separating the main road from her community kind of, and it's a kind of a long step. So when I took the gap in there, turned into the gap, and there's like bushes covering the step, so there's not really any houses in the area, but it was broad daylight. It was like 12 o'clock in the afternoon, so I figured I didn't take anything for it. When I was walking to the step, I noticed two guys coming down the step, and I thought to myself, okay, I hope nothing happens. I don't remember what I was wearing that day, but I had a brown side bag, right? A small, just tiny, about the size of my hand, brown side bag, and I had braids carrying. I had my gold chain around my neck. I had my phone in my hand. The guys, when they approached me, I noticed they kept coming. They were quicker, coming closer and closer, faster and faster. Right? All of a sudden, they rushed upon me, and I was like, "Oh my God, what's happening?" Now, excuse, I've never been robbed before, so I didn't really know what to do. I was like, oh my gosh, what's happening? And this guy brushed on me, and he had a knife, and one proceeded to grab my phone, the other grabbed my bag, one grabbed my phone, the other grabbed my bag, and the one that grabbed my phone, he proceeded to try to grab the chain from my neck, right? He held it like this and he kept pulling, but it wasn't budging. So, and the whole time I'm here in a panic, and I'm not saying anything. I'm just here watching, wondering, oh shit, am I gonna die today? Is he gonna stab me with that rusty ass knife? And he's pulling, and I'm like, leave it. I didn't know what to do, but I guess he figured he was pulling for too long, and it would have taken too much time to untack the damn chain because it wasn't coming out from my neck. Then they just took the stuff I had and they just ran off. But they left me with the braids, right? He didn't know what was in the nylon, but he left me with the nylon. And they ran off. And I was like, oh my gosh. Luckily, I did not get stabbed, but my phone was stolen, my little satchel was stolen. He tried to steal my chain, but he couldn't get it. My satchel had a good bit of money in it. I had the money to pay the hairdresser. You guys know in the Caribbean, a hairdresser, to braid your hair, especially the amount of hair I have on my head, is anywhere from $170 to probably $200. I had that in my bag. I had extra money in my bag because I planned on going out after I got my hair braided. I was in shock. I climbed up the rest of the step and I was crying. I didn't know what to do. I was panicky. I felt like somebody literally just took me, like took my soul and left with it. Not that my phone is that important, but just the encounter of the robbery. I've never been robbed before. I didn't know what to do. I just walked straight to the hairdresser's house. I told her what happened. She was like, oh my gosh, she couldn't believe it. She said, she asked me what I wanted to do, if I wanted to go home now, and whatever, she could borrow me her phone. I used the phone and I called a friend of mine and I asked him if he could come pick me up. He told me he was at work, he wasn't able to leave work yet, so if I could give him a few minutes or whatever. And since I'm already at the hairdresser's house, maybe I'm now safe. He figured I'm now safe, so you know what? I said, I had to get my hair braided anyways. Let me just stay and get my hair braided, right? I told the girl I will come back. I told her I will have my friend bring the money down to pay her, right? Since I got off. So she proceeded to braid my hair. The whole time she's braiding my hair, she's asking me questions on what happened. And I am panicky, I am crying. She told me, but you have this gold chain in your neck again, and how come they didn't take it? I told her, well, they tried. They really tried. That's why the back of my neck had all this red, like it was bruised. She told me like, oh, wow, she couldn't believe it, right? So my hair got then braided in like what, 5 hours? You guys know how long it takes. I have a lot of hair. And my friend came to get me. And he told me, you know what, let's go straight to the police station, let's report the incident. We went straight to the nearest police station. The police officers spoke to me. They told me, let's go to the location of what happened, etc. We drove to the location. They investigated. They looked around. They asked me to describe the guys. Lord help me, I couldn't remember what the guys looked like at all at that point in time. I had no memory. I was still in shock. There was this lovely female officer. I still remember her. She became a friend after that. She was so sweet, and she helped a lot more than I expected the officers to help. Yeah. But when they looked into everything, they told me, okay, they will give me a call. I gave them my mom's number because I no longer had my phone. I wanted to hurry home to get to the laptop to kind of track my phone or kind of delete everything off my phone as well. Sorry. Yeah, I wanted to hurry home to get to delete everything off my phone, and I told the guy, you know what, let's go, let's go. I told the officers if they need me, they'll call me. I went home, told my mom and dad what happened. My dad was in shock. My mom couldn't believe it. And my dad kept saying, you see, this is why I told you don't walk around with this chain. I know you like the chain, but don't walk around with it. I told him, well, I still have the chain. The only sad thing about it was that with all the tugging, I guess if he tugged one more time, he probably would have left the chain. With all the tugging, the tack on my necklace got damaged. So the tack just wouldn't stay shut. So I just removed it from my neck that day, and I figured, you know what, gold is not for me, I'm a West Cover instead. Yeah. So that night, the officers contacted me and they told me that they found the guys. Right? I couldn't believe it. I'm like, this literally happened a few hours ago. How did you find the guys so quickly?